What if I told you, you might be living with a complete stranger yourself? Not in a creepy split personality thriller kind of way, but in the how well do you actually know yourself kind of way. We spend years studying math, history, TikTok dances, but we skip the one subject that affects literally everything in our lives, ourselves. And here's the kicker: Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. But what does that really mean? Why is it so hard, and why should you care? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you how knowing yourself could be the most life-changing thing you've never truly tried. Oh, and if you're curious about how to actually train your brain for wisdom, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps you, it helps me, and it might just help you find yourself a little faster. Let's be real. Most people think they know themselves. I'm chill. I'm a morning person. I totally don't procrastinate. I just work better under pressure. Sure, buddy. Here's the problem. We confuse personality with self-awareness. We mix up habits with identity, and we rarely ask, why do I do what I do? Ever snapped at someone and later thought, whoa, where did that come from? Yeah, that wasn't just the caffeine. That was unresolved stuff from childhood trying to sneak out. Most of us are walking around with emotional blind spots the size of Texas. But here's the good news. That's where wisdom begins, when we start asking questions. Now let's bring in the philosophers. Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And Lao Tzu added a mic drop of his own. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. They weren't just spitting cool quotes for Instagram, they were pointing to a deeper truth. If you want to grow, emotionally, spiritually, even professionally, it starts on the inside. Want better relationships? Know your triggers. Want to be confident? Understand your fears. Want to be successful? Learn your strengths and your sabotage patterns. So why don't we do this more? Because from childhood we're taught who to be, not how to be. We're told, be nice, don't cry, get good grades, act like a man, be ladylike, smile for the camera. We pick up labels, roles, and expectations like Velcro. Eventually we don't know where they end and we begin. You ever try to figure out what you really want to eat, and suddenly realize you've been ordering what your ex liked for the past 2 years? Yep, it's that deep. But here's the magic: when you begin to truly know yourself, you stop being reactive, you become intentional. You recognize when fear is talking instead of your instincts. You can say no with confidence. You can face failure and still know you're not a failure. Self-knowledge leads to better decisions, clearer goals, more peace, because let's be honest, overthinking is just unresolved identity issues dressed up in logic. A friend of mine realized he hated his job, not because of the work, but because he felt invisible. Turns out he craved recognition more than money. Once he understood that, he made a simple shift, joined a team that valued feedback, and boom, fulfillment. It wasn't a career problem, it was a self-awareness problem. Alright, practical time. Here are 3 powerful ways to start knowing yourself. 1. Ask deeper questions. Not what do I want? Ask, why do I want it? The first answer is usually ego, the second might be truth. 2. Sit with discomfort. Next time you feel triggered, don't scroll, sit. Ask, what's this really about? That uncomfortable space, that's where insight lives. 3. Reflect daily. Write, voice note, rant to your dog, whatever helps you process. Ask, what did I do today and why? You'd be shocked what 5 minutes a day can reveal. And yes, your dog may judge you, but that's between you and the dog. So let's land this: you can master skills, money, even other people. But if you haven't mastered yourself, you're building success on sand. Remember Lao Tzu's words, mastering others is strength, mastering yourself is true power. So today, don't chase more, chase depth. Ask harder questions and give yourself permission to uncover the weird, wild, wonderful mess that is you. Because that is where wisdom begins. If this sparked something in you, drop a comment below. What's one thing you've learned about yourself lately? And hey, if you want more mind-opening content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and join this journey toward a wiser, stronger you. Because the world doesn't need more noise, it needs more people who actually know who they are. See you in the next one.